So on YouTube, we had Shattered Reality.
Ooh, that's deep.
That asks, what are the overnight parking options in Queenstown? The PDF map on the government website is hard to understand. I think they mean camping overnight, camping.
Probably. There is a map on the Queenstown website for camping, which is hard to understand. I totally agree with you.
Yeah. All right, cool. So let's go about camping, base campsites in Queenstown. So while we get started right here, I just want to preface and explain that the Queenstown Council and the politician in charge of Queenstown really hate campers, right? They genuinely do not like them. They keep on trying to push them away and away and away from Queenstown. Those politicians want the free, like the cheap labor that all the backpackers can bring, you know, in the hospital industry and all of that, but they want to make their life miserable. We have discussion with those guys where, like, you know, and very sparse intervals because they really don't like us, but yeah, they just do not like campers. So just know that you're not necessarily going to be super welcome as a freedom camper in Queenstown.
Yeah.
But yeah, so for this reason, basically, they're pushing the boundaries of freedom camping allocations further and further away from town, making it like very, very far away from town in some cases. So your best bet as a camper will be to go to one of the two holiday parks in town?
No, there are more than two. So there's two within. Yeah. So there's two within the centre of Queenstown. Shush now. There's two within the centre of Queenstown, and then there is a top 10 holiday park on the outskirts towards Arthur's Point. So that's probably your best, most convenient option for camping in a camper van, which is going to be a little bit expensive, probably in comparison to other holiday parks in New Zealand. But I mean, when in Queenstown, it's not exactly a cheap town to go to. So
yeah. So that's going to be your best bet, the easiest one to get in town and have like decent facilities, right? Then what we're going to be doing is that I'm just going to tell you 5 basically places where, actually there are probably 4 or 5 places where you can camp, and Nora's going to tell you a bit more information about them. So the first one is John's Bay.
Okay, so this is actually quite a nice scenic place to go camp for the night, but it is about 30 minutes drive outside of Queenstown. And that's along the beautiful Lake Wakatipu, so you can go and freedom camp on the shores, which is pretty cool. And yeah, that's along the Queenstown and Glenorchy road. So you could also couple that with a trip the next day going towards Glenorchy, which is a really stunning, quite secluded area along Lake Wakatipu, which is where many of the Lord of the Rings scenes were filmed. So, but don't get me started on that, because I'll start talking forever about Lord of the Rings. So you do need to have a self-contained vehicle to camp there, and the maximum amount of time that you can stay there is for 4 nights.
All right, the next one is 25 Mile Stream.
Okay, so this is actually another freedom camping spot just a little bit further away from Michael John's Bay, however you pronounce that. So again, going a little bit further down that Glenorchy road, there's another nice little bay spot where you can go and camp for the night. And again, you need to have a self-contained vehicle. And actually, we do have a video explaining what self-contained actually is, which we'll link up in the description when we do the this video rebroadcasted again. And yeah, and you can only stay there for a maximum of 4 nights.
All right, Kawarau Car Park.
Okay.
Kawarau Bridge Car Park. Sorry.
This is probably one of the more convenient places to go and freedom camp for the night, and this is where the Kawarau Bridge bungee jump is. So you can actually park there overnight, and they do have little symbols for camper vans, which you need to park in those spots at that car park.
There's not that many spots though, it's rather limited.
Yeah, there is only about 4 or 5 spots, so do make sure that you get in there early if you do really want to camp there.
And you can book, it's first in, first served.
Exactly, yeah. So that is about 25 minutes to 30 minutes outside of Queenstown again. So again, it's not a central location or anything, but that could be a good place to go. And get up early the next morning and go do a bungee jump.
And the last one is the Gibson Valley.
Yeah, so Gibson Valley is actually along the same road as the Kawarau River Bridge, and this is really known for its wine region and stuff like that. So you can go and try out some wine while you're there, but you can also camp. Well, you can also freedom camp in a very small location, pretty much on the outskirts of Queenstown. I think it's, how long is it away? It's like 30 to 40 minutes drive away from Queenstown. So, I mean, you'll get that sort of wilderness feel to the place. Like, you've got a beautiful river beside you, you've got like mountains around you, but in terms of convenience, this one is probably would be my last sort of go-to. The other freedom camping spots we just mentioned, they're probably a little better than this one. So,
well, I don't know if you have to fight for like 4 spots. You know, I mean, I'd rather get something that I know I'm going to get a spot in.
But it is on the same road as the Kawarau Road. So, I mean, the Kawarau River Bridge. So you go take a look and see in that car park if there's any spaces, and if not, you can go further up to the Gibson Valley. And basically the location you can freedom camp is pretty much around a place called Victoria Flats Road. So just keep that in mind, put that on your GPS, Victoria Flats Road, and around there is when you can park up for the night for free. I think you will have to have a self-contained vehicle though. Yeah.
All right, so that's basically our take on the different places where you can freedom camp at night in Queenstown. Queenstown, they just want your money. That is pretty much it. Anyway, like and subscribe, and if you have questions of your own, put them in the comment below.